got a fella that you want. Say yeah. Need some old school love. Say yeah. Wish you had a switch.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Just this tutorial is on how you double weft your hair bundle. Okay, so to double weft, you have to place the two hair, one a little bit beneath the other, and you place them on the sewing machine. So today I'm using the width sewing. My sewing width is 4, and my tension is also 4. So I'm moving the hair aside and making it clear so that the hair does not come in the way, then back stitch at the end. And what I usually do to secure my stitches is I back stitch it few times, so sometimes 2-3 times, and also I do double stitching again. That's the way I do mine, because I don't want, when I place this on the wig, when it's going through combing and all that, then it will start losing off. So I double weft it and then I backstitch. You can see me backstitching there, and then cut it off. Make sure it's neat, it's well. You can see the stitches are laid properly. Now I would have marked my cap into size. I would have gotten the measurement, the right measurement for my clients. I get the appropriate cap to use, and I just mark it with a mark pen, and I will start sewing on it. This is how I sew. So each layer, remember we have done the double wefting, and I get a blade. I usually like to use blade, and I also cut the excess thread off as soon as I finish sewing. So I clean as I go. Okay, I tidy my weft as I go. That's what I'm doing. Ensure that it's securely sewn onto the cap, and I'll do this all through to the end. And before this, I would have already just done my closure as well. So there will be so many other videos to follow this, to show you how I sew my closure to the cap. I will also be doing a video on how I actually mark my cap. I think that will really be useful to train, so that when you want to practice this or you want to try it, you can do it. This video is coming before that, and I'm sorry because I'm supposed to do other ones first. So this is how you can see my closure is already on it. So I keep on sewing. It's the same process, just the way I started. I'm going to continue sewing. You can see me cutting with the blade and make sure that it's well laid on the cap, and I keep sewing. Okay, back stitching and also securing my stitch again, and then cut off and ensure. Now as I finish as I sew the weft on the cap, I also do a lot of quality control. So I look at the hair, I give it a brush, ensure that it's really well laid. I check the sewing that I've not missed any line, and in case I've missed anything, it's easier to do that. So for me, my stitching and my sewing could be extra 15-10 minutes, but I really like it because I use a piecemeal method. I don't sew everything at once and then start repairing. I sew it, I look at it, I test it, I quality control it, and once I'm happy, I go to the next line. So that's what I'm doing. I take my time. You have to focus on what you are doing. Your 100% concentration is required. this is, a work of excellence, and you have to put in the effort and the time to do it. You can see I'm back stitching there. I'm cutting that off. It's just the same process. If you follow this process, you will not make any mistake. And where there is mistake, trust me, it will be very easy to fix, rather than just waiting to the end before you fix it all again. You can see I could have seen one or two missed needle thread there. That's why I'm sewing again. That's a new weft I'm also laying on the cap. That's the way. And when you want to, for me, because I'm a right-handed person, I try to sew my weft on the cap from the left to my right. So I start from left to right. Some people might start from right to left, and some people might start either way or use both ways. But for me, left to right works perfectly for me, and that's what you can see. I'm almost coming to the. So just keep on sewing and line the wefts onto the marked line on the cap. Okay, and that process is continuous until you get to the end where the closure is. So we are almost at the end of the closure. Just keep sewing. Make sure you pay attention and sew it in bits. Like I said at the start, be patient. It needs a lot of focus and concentration. And also, what I like to do is, as I'm sewing, also quality controlling my sewing, okay, to make sure that everything is perfectly sewn. So you just continue to sew and cut off the thread. Make sure you do all your quality control and keep cutting off any excess thread. As you can see, I'm just sewing about the second to the last line there. So the process continues. Sew the weft onto the cap, backstitch few times. Some people can backstitch up to 3 times, while some backstitch twice or 3 times as well. So I like to backstitch 2 times, and I sew my weft double. Okay, so once I sew it the first time, I go back the second time to re-sew it, so that I know that it's properly secured onto the cap. Okay. So finally, that's the last bit of the closure. Sorry, not closure, the last bit of the bundle that is sewn on the last line on the cap. And that is how it looks like. That's the body wave wig, and that's now the closure. So I'm loosening up the closure. As you know, I tied it up so that it can allow me to see. And I'm going to turn the wig inside out to show you how my stitches are so neat. And as you can see, I'm actually using my hand to remove any excess thread that has gone into the machine. And that's my end product. That's the head done. That's the frontal. The frontal is securely fixed. Those are the line. Look at the stitches. Look at how neat. It's so neat. Okay, 100%. And that's it. That's the hair. That's the outcome. This is the wig now. This is the wig fully made. This is the end product. As you can see, this is the end product. This is the wig now. So kindly subscribe, kindly share this video with someone, and give a thumbs up. Thank you.
You got a fella that you want. Say yeah. Need some old school love. Say yeah. Wish you had a switch that you could hit. Let her know what you with. got a fella that you want. Say yeah. Need some old school love.